Tao. So I'm going to read some of the Tao from this translation from this book. So if any of y'all want to order this book, I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. In case some of y'all want to order the book, I'm showing y'all the publisher. Just the two of us, you and I. And it has the art of war in this book. The Tao Te Ching is in this book. Tao Te Ching, you can see it's not just. And Confucian Analects, The Great Learning, which I haven't read yet, and The Doctrine of the Mean, which I haven't yet to read. So I still got more to learn. And the work of Mencius, the works of Mencius, which I'm not familiar with. So we all have a lot more learning to do. But the Tao is page 203. Download the HAPS app, subscribe to get notified when we go live. Support my work on HAPS. I'm just reading from HAPS. Anyway, hi, hello, 5 subscribers. Part 1, Embodying the Tao. The Tao that can be trodden, is not the enduring and unchanging Tao. So when I first heard the Tao, one of my friends who's a black belt in Taekwondo, he's a doctor. I was sitting at the nursing station saying, "Oh yeah, I've heard of the Tao before." And he looked at me and said, "Yeah, the Tao, the way." And that's all he said to me. So that was my introduction to the Tao. So he had studied some of it probably when he studied the Korean martial art, but I had never been introduced to the philosophical doctrine known as the Tao. But I had probably in my life before that already heard things from the Tao, but I probably wasn't aware that it was coming from the Tao. I think it's one of the greatest philosophical, spiritual, metaphysical works ever produced by the ethnic slash Asian mind, which was undoubtedly influenced by other cultures. But I'm not a scholar of the Tao. I'm just a reader of the Tao, and I'm telling you what I know about it. But somebody talked about it the other day, and so I'll read a few pages so you can get the feel. Some people, this is going to make them want to read the whole thing. It's not really that long. Page 203 to 2. Let's see, 233. That's it. 236. Yeah, this is it. Page 203 to page, that's Confucian Athletics, 236. So again, some of y'all think the Tao is some big, long, drawn out work, philosophical work, but it's actually pretty short for something as profound and powerful as this. The Tao that can be trodden is not the enduring and unchanging Tao. The name that can be named is not the enduring and unchanging name. So if I just with that one verse, I would debate and strongly challenge most of the religions of the world, which are based on things being enduring, changing, for sure, able to be named. Y'all get my point? These type of things, they're hard to put in words. So bear with me. Let's read some more from the Tao Te Ching. The Tao that can be trodden is not the enduring and unchanging Tao. The name that can be named is not the enduring and unchanging name. So whatever name you have for God, sorry, the name that can be named is not the enduring and unchanging name. Conceived of as having no name, it is the originator of heaven and earth, conceived of as having a name. It is the mother of all things. Always without desire, we must be found, which I found profound because this is before or during, I'm not sure, in relation to Buddhism. I want to say Buddhism came after the Tao, but this is reminds me of the Buddhist doctrine of impermanence and emptiness. It's already in the Tao, already in the first three verses of the Tao. You have the foundation of, you could argue, Buddhist philosophy. Always without desire, we must be found. If it's deep mystery, we would sound. But if desire always within us be, its outer fringe is all that we shall see. Under these two aspects, it is really the same, but as development takes place, it receives the different names. Together, we call them the mystery, and my Christian family understand that metaphysics, where the mystery is the deepest, is the gate of all that is subtle and wonderful. I'll read a little bit more. I'll read 1 and 2, and then that's it. Uh, no, I'll read all the way to use of emptiness and sheathing the light, and then I'll stop. I'll start at 7. Uh, Roman numeral chapter verse 2. Nourishment of the person. All in the world, hold on, okay. All in the world know the beauty of the beautiful, and in doing this, they have the idea what ugliness is. They all know the skill of the skillful, and in doing this, they have the ideal of what the want of skill is. So it is the existence and non-existence. So it is that existence and non-existence give birth to one, two, the ideal of the other. That difficulty and ease produce the one, the ideal of the other. The length and shortness fashion out the one, the figure of the other. That the ideas of height and lowness arise from the contrast of the one with the other, that the musical notes and tones become harmonious through the relation of one with another, and that being before and behind give the ideal of one following another. A lot of y'all have heard this philosophy before. You heard us state it in a different way. Up and down are relative. I was talking to my mother or somebody the other night, or father, stepfather. I said, up and down are just relative. Right now, you're saying you're up and down relative to the Earth's magnetic poles. If you were in outer space, I could say south is north and north is south, and up would be down and down would be up, and I could say you're walking upside down. It's all relative. Therefore, the sage manages affairs without doing anything, and conveys his instructions without the use of speech. You know what? That's all I'm going to read for real. I think sometimes things are so fundamental, they need to be contemplated. So I said I would introduce everyone to the Tao. I'll read more later when some of my friends come on here. We'll probably discuss it. But those profound words, you could live a lifetime to without it going any further. So that's what I wanted to do, was introduce everyone to the Tao. Because the first time I heard anything from the Tao, any line, it always struck me like a sledgehammer. And I've read more than one line from the Tao to you. So my gift to you is the gift that was given to me many years ago. Namaste. Have a good weekend.